Dun, 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 dun. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is time for Game 3. What time is it? It's time for Game 3, and here we are. It is the third game grand finals of the European Heart of the Swarm tournament. And here in the left-hand side of the map, we have the orange Protoss player. It is Cougar. And Cougar making a great game last one. He went for, what was it, like Mass Templar, Archon, Tempest, Colossus. He even tried the Mothership out. That didn't work out too well, but hey, what a sick game that was. And, you know, he just played it normally. I think the more of the game could be attributed to Bly just being so aggressive. Why Bly? Why were you so aggressive? Why did he try to end the game so soon? I don't think Bly needed to be so headstrong and stubborn, but he was. Anyways, he is the Teal Zerg player over here at the 3 o'clock position, and look at this, the map is Metropolis. Sweet, so we have another map here, a new map that I don't think I've casted on for HOTS yet, and it makes a lot of sense that Bly would pick this map. It is a pretty good Zerg map, and they do have cross spawn here, so all things looking good for Bly, but I really hope Bly just watched the replay of the last game, because there are several, I think 3 to 4, maybe even 5 times when he engaged when he really shouldn't have engaged. And I can tell you guys that personally because I do that quite a bit. I engage against Protoss all the time when I'm not supposed to. And that's one thing that you really have to perfect as a Zerg player. You never want to let that happen. Now look at this. He is going for a spawning pool and an evolution chamber. I wonder if he's going to do the Overlord poop creep thing at the natural of the Protoss. Now, he is attacking this front door with a drone, and the Overlord's now checking for, they were at the 6 o'clock first, now they're heading over to the left-hand side, and if he wants to, he can certainly start pooping creep to block this expansion. I think that's what he's going to do, but there are probes coming out now, and Cougar now going to drop a photon cannon before expanding. I think Cougar knows what's up. I think Cougar saw with this scouting probe that there's an evolution chamber, and he knows what's coming for him. He needs to get another cannon up right now, actually, just in case. And here we go. He sees the drones. He sees the drones. He knows. All right, now he's making a gateway and a pylon at the front. So he fully walls off his front door. Really smart play. And now we won't have any buildings coming up inside of his wall, so that's good. And the photon cannon's here, but it looks like Bly is gonna poop creep right outside the Protoss natural, and he is going to throw down 3 crawlers here. Oh my god! And now, oh, you know what, guys? This is so smart by Bly. He is going to be able to kill off every building at the front. He won't be able to get to the second layer of cannons in the back, but he will be able to kill the gateway and the forge and the pylon. I think that's a photon cannon, actually. That was cancelled and it became a photon cannon. And so, yeah, now using his Zerglings to buy a couple of shots off for his crawlers. And now the crawler is up. That photon cannon is going to go down. The gateway will go down as well, and the forge most likely too. And will he be able to get the Zealot out before it drops? Does it even matter? I don't think so, but very clever here from Cougar. He's throwing up another photon cannon. And if he can keep 3 cannons there, he should be able to keep the crawlers from advancing forward any further. Cannons and crawlers share the same range, so this is very smart to throw up a layer of cannons in the back of that. So he loses the forge in the gateway, not a huge loss. But there are Zerglings attacking his rocks to the south. The destructible debris is under attack right now, and Cougar actually needs, oh man, if he doesn't scout this, he could just outright lose the game. I think he's sending a probe down though, and he sees it. He sees the debris under attack. Very intelligent to scout that out. And now, you know, he's thrown up already several cannons at the front door. He needs to rebuild his forge so he can make more cannons. And the crawlers rerouting themselves down here. So it's almost like the Protoss threw all those 5 cannons up, but for naught. Those cannons aren't going to be worth anything because they won't be able to cover the backside. And was this some type of ingenious, deliberate play by Bly, knowing that this is Metropolis, and knowing that he's going to have a window to do something cheesy? And now it looks like Cougar has his forge up. He can throw up more cannons. He needs to make another layer down here to cover the destructible debris. And he's brought his Mothership Core as well, making a cannon on the south-hand side. I think with the Mothership Core, he should be okay. a Zealot coming out to scout as well, trying to see, hey, have you expanded, or is this some kind of one base all in? There is an expansion coming. And now the Overlord beginning to poop creep. Oh my god, Bly, this is so crazy. But the Mothership Core is beginning to purify, and the purification process has begun. The Zerg Plague will be wiped from this land. And even the Overlord died. Wow, that Mothership Core has an insane range. One Zealot making its way over inside the main base. And Zergling speed kicks in, so that Zealot immediately dies. But what a play by Bly, you know, I think he really realized that this is Metropolis and I can do something cheesy like that because there's a backdoor rock that I can exploit. And now the question is the Protoss behind or is he ahead? And you look at how many cannons he threw up. He's thrown up 6 photon cannons. That's 900 minerals worth of photon cannons. That's almost $1,000 in minerals that, you know, you wouldn't want to do normally as Protoss. This isn't a Silver League game, but look at the Zerglings. They run inside the main base, and the Mothership Core immediately begins to purify, so there's a Photon Cannon coming up as well. So those Zerglings are probably not going to do much, but they were able to get in there and scout to see what's going on. And to be completely honest with you guys, I do think this game is quite even right now. Can't really call it one way or the other because the Zerg delays his hatchery to go for that one base attack, and the Protoss threw up 900 minerals and photon cannons, so both of them are, you know, considerably set back, but relative to each other, it is a close game right now. And, you know, the Protoss Cougar did scout that natural coming up, so at this point he knows that it's not going to be a continued attack. I mean, who would attack into this many cannons anyways? And he's pretty much safe to go for standard style. And so he's adding on the robotics and a gateway. And he's even got a pylon over here on top of the potential Zerg 3rd expansion. That's a really nice spot for a pylon too. He can warp in units down there and be so annoying. I've had that happen to me several times on this map. And it looks like right now we do have Lair finished with Hydralisk Den coming as well. We might see Bly go for Hydras again. It makes a lot of sense too. Hydras are a great unit now in Heart of the Swarm. And at Lair Tech they are somewhat deprived of their Hydra speed, but eventually they will get those upgrades going at Hive. We have a Twilight Council coming in the background from Cougar. Is he gonna go Blink Ops? That's interesting. Or is he gonna go Dark Templar? The Zergling scouts it though. There's a Zergling hidden inside the base and it went to the backside and saw the Twilight Council. And I do think we were going to see Dark Templar because there aren't that many Stalkers on the field. And he's only got 3 gateways, which affords him enough with the money he's got for 3 DTs, plus the proxy pylon location over the Zerg 3. I think we were going to see DTs, but now that it's been scouted, I don't know if he's going to continue with it or not. And Cougar sending over an observer to find out what's going on. There's Hydras on the way, 7 plus Overlord speed. I wonder if he's going to go for Overlord drop as well. That would be... Yes, he is. He's got Overlord drop. I didn't see that at first. But we do have Overlord speed and drop. And when you send in an observer, you actually cannot tell if those researches are being researched. It's impossible to tell. There's a lot of Hydras now trying to punch a hole through the rocks. And we can see that Observer is going to die, but not before it saw all those Hydras. So now Cougar knows that it is a Hydra-based army coming at him, and he's adding on the support bay. And, you know, how smart of Cougar really to not go for Dark Templar, because he also saw that the Overseer was there, and so that Twilight Council, it's been thrown down, but it hasn't been used at all. He actually was planning to go Dark Templar. Now he's just going to switch it up and go straight for Robotics Facility and go for Colossus, and he's looking to secure his 3rd expansion as well. That's really smart, you know. I don't think going DTs would have been the right decision. Yeah, you know, he might have felt behind, and, you know, the saying is usually, when behind, Dark Shrine. But in this situation, I think it was the better choice to just go ahead and play macro. But there is a large Hydralisk army forming outside of his base, and don't forget that Bly has drop. I think he's going to go for a big drop here, ladies and gentlemen. I think he is going to try to drop into the main base, and some Zealots warping in on the low ground. Oh man, Cougar making use of that pylon to warp in some Zealots, and that hatchery is probably going to go down. Now the Overlords are coming in here for a major drop. Hatchery will fall, but there's a big drop about to happen inside of Cougar's main base, and Cougar is not aware of it. Now he's going to begin to purify with his Mothership Core, And the Hydras, are they going to go for the Mothership Core first? They will. Core has been brought out, though. It got saved at the last second. Oh my god, what a save. The Mothership Core barely has any HP. What a save. Super clutch. But now his mineral field is under attack. Only 7 workers killed so far. If he can get these probes out of the way, he might be alright. But the probes, oh, a lot more going down there as they were trying to rally away. Up to 22 now. And the gateway is going to start to go down as well. But of course, everything is not without a price. There are zealots still inside the base of the Zerg player. They did kill off the 3rd hatchery. But it looks like Bly is going to get the Nexus killed. He will. And now he's got an opportunity to go ahead and go for the support bay. The Mothership Core purifying from the natural here. And only has like 9 HP. That's so low. And now the Hydras, will they go for the support bay so that the Protoss can't make any more Colossus? I think he will. But not before the support bay finished researching the extended thermal lance. So now the Colossus do have that range upgrade. So critical. And look at this Warp Prism coming around the backside. This game is absolutely insane. There is stuff happening all over the place. Now the Colossus comes in, and those Hydras are probably going to want to get out of there, man. I don't know why he's sticking around. He needs to evacuate the Hydras, bring in the evac, but he isn't going to, and those Hydras are going to die to that Colossus. Now, the Protoss still has a serious problem, and that is that there's Overlord's poop and creep in his base. He's lost everything in the main, and his Warp Prism got away with 1 health? Are you kidding me? 1 HP Warp Prism, and a 1 HP Warp Prism is just as deadly as a 200 max HP one, so that is really good that he still kept it alive, because at this point in the game, he has taken so much damage, and there's no way he's going to walk across the map with that kind of risk to his base being exposed. So he needs to keep the Warp Prism alive. It's his only way of dishing back pain against Bly here. And right now he has got to keep the Colossus alive as well. But it looks like all the Overlords loading up for another Mega Drop. The Colossus did see those Overlords loading up the Hydras. And right now Cougar desperately trying to get an expansion down. He needs the second base so badly right now. If he doesn't claim one soon, he's going to run out of money. And is that Warp Prism still doing its work? Yes, it did. It's load. Oh no, that's a pylon loading down Zealots into the mineral field at the 3rd. And the Zealots so good against Hydras and drones. More Zealots coming in. And Cougar is just eking by the money. Look at his money. He's only got 200 right now. Every time he gets enough, he's just like 1 Zealot, 1 Zealot, 1 Zealot. And it looks like he won't be able to kill off the hatchery, but he was able to do some significant damage, and now the Hydras have all unloaded inside the main base. Garbage duty is here and cleaning up everything that remains inside the Protoss main. There's no structures left. And now Zerglings are also attacking through the destructible debris leading over to the Protoss 3rd base. And as the game goes on, Cougar looking considerably weaker and weaker, running out of money, running out of time. Will he be able to mount a recovery? If he can get the second base up and get some more Colossus out, maybe. He's only dealing with Hydra Zergling right now. And the Hydras still don't have speed yet. That's why Bly is using Overlord speed to mobilize them around the map. Overlord drop, excuse me. And here we go, man. Bly's coming in with another big drop. He's cleared the destructible debris, and everything's coming in. The Colossus needs to get out of there. Mayday! Mayday! Colossus has gone down. Templar coming in, though, but they don't have Storm. They do have Storm. And Storm number 1 drops, but the Hydras are so well spread out. And the Zerglings will kill off the Templar before they can Storm. And that might just be game. GG calls Cougar. And Bly takes the 3rd game of this set. Now he just needs to win 1 more, and he will be the champ of this tournament. That game was absolutely insane, by the way, guys. Let's just go ahead and go right into game 4 without much further ado. So I'll see you guys there. Don't go anywhere. This is HD StarCraft, signing out.